garden, and greenhouse chores to get ready for my birthday. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Roos. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a plant lover from the Netherlands, and today we're gonna fix up the greenhouse and the garden because it is my birthday in a few weeks, and we always celebrate my birthday out here. This video, by the way, is sponsored by Gardena, which you will see some products passing by, and I'll talk about them a little bit. Mostly I want to make this space ready for the visitors. I don't know how many people will come, but my family and my boyfriend's family probably. And since it's the end of June, we always sit like in the grass. We need to mow the grass. We need to create some nice seating areas and not just lots of crap everywhere. And I wanted to show you a little update on the greenhouse because it's looking pretty good right now. Mickey! Of course, Mickey is helping. Mickey's gonna show us around. So here it's looking okay. I already did some maintenance on the living wall. I need to plant some new plants in there actually, maybe some ferns. Everything is getting a lot of light, so sometimes these are quite yellow. Over here the banana is growing super well. It's touching the roof right now. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. We did some workouts this morning. I'm taking care of this plant for my friend because it was covered in mealybugs, and I'm using good bugs to treat. This old aquarium is looking horrible. I did this as a project, but I didn't like how it turned out, and then I just stopped working on it, and now there's algae and it's disgusting, so we need to clean that up. The sofa is a mess. This is actually a pull-out sofa, so if we pull on this thing, it very easily flops into like a bed. It's really fun. My parents do sleep here when they come to visit because we don't have a second bedroom, but you can see it's very faded, so maybe we will put something over it to make it look nice. Bananas are growing well. This is my boyfriend's project. Here again we have a lot of stuff that, like, this is nothing. This doesn't look very nice. It's a mess, but there are some good things happening. The plants are looking great. This one actually flowered recently. I missed the flowers, and this one did as well. We have, oh, it's now making 3 little babies, the opuntia. That's adorable. And my self-sown, ooh, these are very dry. Self-sown cacti. Give them some water in a sec. Some of the Hoyas that have been getting a lot of light here are now budding up. This is Hoya Minibel, which I love the flowers of, but I don't really like the plant itself. So that's why I put it out here. Some plants here. I already did a little bit of work on it, but we're gonna make it even better so that this just doesn't look so messy. Hey, look, is that a flower? Yes, my canna is gonna flower. First time this year. I struggled a little bit with these. Ah, nice. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but it's disgusting. Birds have pooped on our windows. We need to clean the glass. And for that, we actually got a high pressure water. What do you call it? Aqua Clean water pressure cleaner. Ah, battery medium pressure cleaner. And the cool thing is all the products that we're using today are battery operated, which makes them very, very practical. We used to borrow this from my father-in-law, and it had a cord and it was very annoying. So this one doesn't, and the extra fun thing about this is that this battery works for, you can see it here actually, it works for a lot of their products now. So they changed their battery setup. So instead of having all the different cords and all the different charging things, now you just need one battery and you can switch between machines and whatever you use. And it also even works on Bosch power tools. So they're working together with Bosch, and it's called the Power for All Alliance. So first we're going to use it on this thing, which I have not used yet. Maggie also came to visit. Maxer! Hey! Say hello to the peoples! Hello, peoples! Putting it together is kind of easy. You have 2 options. The long thingy, we're going to use the short thingy. You just stick that in there, push and turn. Push and turn, voila. Then you have 3 different point thingies.
Spraying nozzles.
Spraying nozzles. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cameraman. I guess we're going to use the 15 degrees. So either it's a one stream or it's like a spray thingy, and this is in between. Oh, I put that on already, sorry. It's very easy. Just pull this back, put it on, voila. And then this is the battery I was talking about, which you just glide on here. And now it's ready to go. We just need to connect the garden hose. It feels pretty cool. Let's see if it actually can clean the greenhouse. Ready! Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay. My boyfriend figured out that without the battery, we can actually use this just as a pressure sprayer, not high pressure, but just normal pressure. So the plants can get nice humidity in there, which is normally what we do with the inside machine, but now we have an outside machine as well. My boyfriend is in love with this banana. If you don't have an outdoor hose like we do, this machine comes with a hose that looks like this, and this clicks onto here. Plop. And then this one you can put in like a bucket of water so that it can take up the water. It makes it also more mobile. So very smart solutions for different people, for different gardens. So now we can use this on the next machine. You can't really see it, but in our water barrel, rain barrel, there is a pump which is operated by a battery as well. So when we plug this in here, this is where it goes in. Here comes the water out, and it is attached to our micro drip system that's hiding all throughout our beautiful borders. By the way, look at all of these flowers. Can you hear it?
Look at this guy.
Oh, actually, while we're here, there's also some weeds. Oh shit, I broke that off. Over here at the banana, you can see it nicely. Drip, drip, drip. While we're waiting, let's pull some more weeds and also chop some old bits like this. This is hanging over the grass. That's not very practical when we get visitors. These were beautiful papavers. I don't know what you call them in English. They're almost done anyway. These kinds of flowers. Oh, this bumblebee did like this weed. I tried to leave them until they were done so that the pollinators had something to eat. But apparently, I'm too early. Sorry, bumblebees. A lot of the weeds I actually don't mind. These, some people consider weeds, and this as well, but I like them. It's just the things that don't do much, like this. This is something that our neighbor warned us for. Apparently it's very weed-like. It grows everywhere very quickly. You can't really see. This way maybe you can see it a little bit better. Yes. Okay. Oh. After a little while, it's time to stop this again, because this battery has now the next task. This is our little handy mower, our lawn mower. It's very practical for a small lawn. But let's be honest, this is my boyfriend's task, so I'm gonna pass this to him. In the meantime, the greenhouse has fogged up nicely, as you can see here, so the humidity is nice and high. It does look like we should also clean the windows from the inside, which we will do before our guests get here. Whew. It's nice and warm in here. Why I love working with these is because both the quality of the product is really good, which is why I work with Gardena quite often, but also because it's very practical. There is no cord, so it makes it very easy to move around the garden and the greenhouse and just do different tasks. And then at the same time, it's really good for the environment because you don't need 5 different batteries. In Dutch the word is accu, so I got confused. But you don't need different batteries. You can just use this one and charge it for the different things, for the different machines. And especially if you also use Bosch power tools, which we currently don't have, so I unfortunately cannot show you that. But if you have an electric screwdriver or a drill, you can just plop this on as well, and then it works. What I really appreciate is that they value the environment and they think of these kind of solutions and they reach out to other businesses to work together on this. So I'm very happy that they are willing to sponsor this video. Thank you so much, Gardena. Check them out. I'll link their website below. I think they're all around the world, but definitely all around Europe. And they're just the best in garden tools. Everything that we have is from them. Not because it's sponsored, but also before I worked with them. We just bought this brand. By the way, look at these beautiful flowers that are coming out here. Also over here, the honeysuckle starting to open up. Starting to see a lot of bumblebees around. Because it smells so good. Give them all the pollen. There's a million of them. Oh, and I didn't show you yet, but this is a flow form, it's called, and my mom made this for us. It looks a bit algae already, algae-y, but she made this for us to give it a really nice gardeny drip, water drip, and also for the cats to drink out of. And it sounds and looks so beautiful. I just need to clean this out before they come to visit. Very proud of my mommy. Also very proud of these because I grew these. These are ice flowers, at least in Dutch. You can see it here a little bit. I grew these from seeds and they're now all opening up and flowering and they're so beautiful. I don't know if you can see. This is my favorite garden flower because it looks like there's icicles or ice bits, frosted bits on everything. The caladiums are looking beautiful again this year. I really love that they came out and came up a lot better than before. If you missed it, I planted all of them in the same thing because I couldn't be bothered with all the empty pots and the really small pots. And now it actually looks really nice. We have some white queens or fantasy. I never know which one is which, but this has a really nice green bits. I was gonna make a video, by the way, about these, but then I had a time lapse going and we left for a bit, so I had to switch it off, and then the whole video kind of got delayed, but I might make that still for you. This is the Autumn Beauty, and I noticed it can look very different for other people. I give them a lot of light, and that makes them more pink and red, which I prefer. For some people, it just looks light green with pink veins. Down here, we also have a Candida, see? And there is a Fanny Munson in here, Fanny Munster, if you watch my previous videos. This is Fanny Munster leaf. And yeah, mostly the white queens and the fantasies are growing, and they're making flowers everywhere as well. Look. I saw a flower over on this side also. I don't know where it went. There, I think it already finished. This is so pretty. I love them. My Prince of Orange, or whatever it might be, is finally also making a new leaf. The alocasia, I think we need to repot because these leaves just keep getting smaller and smaller when before they were quite big. So I think it just is root bound maybe. And I will give it some more fertilizer. With this stuff, I don't really know what to do with it yet. We're going to use this a bit later. These are seeds, lots of papaver seeds that I have not used yet. These are aloe vera that I already have quite a few aloe vera, so I kind of just was gonna throw these away, but I couldn't. And now they are here without any soil continuing to live. This also looks like secondhand soil, so reusing soil, but it's so much stuff that's taking up so much space. And also down there, old leca and stuff for building terrariums, moss poles. There's pots between here everywhere. It looks kind of ugly, but where else do I put the pots? Because I don't have any storage. I'm thinking I need to make maybe a cupboard or something here with storage, and then I'll have space to put plants on top as well. But that is not something that we're going to do in this video because that is too much work. We'll get more mess instead of cleaning up a little bit. I watered the cactus. I think maybe I watered them too much, but we're going to put them back for now. For now, we're just gonna have it be like this. I pulled some weeds, we cleaned the greenhouse, we mowed the grass, so it should be okay. I think my family and family-in-law will be happy as long as they can sit out and get nice drinks and snacks and stuff, so it'll be fine. Up here, our bushes have grown a little bit too wild, and that is not our house anymore, that's our neighbors. So my boyfriend is gonna snip it all off. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do everything in one day, so that's why I'm wearing a different shirt while I'm doing the next task. It's all a little bit gross what came out. Here's what's left, just water. Time to pour it out and clean. It's bright today. This one is now clean, so can go back inside, or maybe I'll put it on the attic for now. Behind me we have another project that was left undone. My boyfriend already emptied out this bin. It just had old soil in it, and I figured since we have a bucket here that does not look very pretty and it's going to sit here for 2 weeks with some plants for my mom, some water lilies, we will move those into there as a little display. Oh, this is pretty cold water. He recommended me not to do that. Much better. All right, time to clean this baby. There's spiders everywhere. From the noise, I can also hear that there needs to be a little bit more water in there for the pump to work properly. Oh, the little spiders. I think we're just gonna switch this off for a second. This one. I kind of forgot that I planted the caladiums in a way that they can be outside. So we're gonna move this one and put the caladiums here. Oh, whoops. Ta-da!
Beautiful.
Sunlight. Since these plants also kind of desperately want some water, I thought I would show you how I do that here. Usually these are pretty dry, and since they're hanging plants, they can't really sit in the water because it will drip out. So I let these soak for like 10-15 minutes while I do other things. And then the soil has become a little bit more absorbent again. But in general, it does look really happy. So it's mostly the older leaves that are struggling a little bit. And this one definitely is getting a lot of light. I would prefer it to get a little bit less light. But unfortunately, our sunscreen that we made ourselves does not reach to the end because the system doesn't allow for it to reach all the way to the end. So this hole here creates a lot of bright light, which for the cacti is not a problem. For the Hoyas is not ideal. And for the other hanging plants here, maybe I should hang them a little bit lower. These ones, I mean, the jungle cactus, they don't need that much light. But if I hang them lower, then they're in the way again. So I don't know. Quick update on the living wall. I did notice that there were a lot of holes in here, so I bought some new plants. This bromeliad in the bottom because it stays a little bit more wet. Then we have a ficus tunica and a ficus ruby, no, something else. At least it's ficus elastica. I've never grown these before, so I'm curious to see how it goes. And I planted this little thing in here that I was growing from cuttings. So now it's nice and full again. It looks a lot better. Thank you so much again to Gardena for working with us and keeping our garden beautiful and happy. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel below if you haven't already. I selected a few more Planty videos for you if you want to watch some more. And if you're interested, you can join my Patreon or YouTube membership for extra content and contact with me. We do a monthly Zoom call every month, and I will see you again very soon. Bye friends.